children, I am Jayashree and this is my video audio channel for the student of class 10th ICSE. Here I am going to discuss the poem The Heart of the Tree. This poem is written by Henry Cuellar Berner, who is an American poet, and this poem describes the goodness of the planting trees. This is the most relevant poem of today's time as urbanization is also taking place. Here the poet asks a question to himself and then answers. This act of asking questions and answers is known as hyperphora and antipophora. In every stanza, he asks a question to himself and answers that how a tree means to mankind and to the nature. The tree grows upwards, so it sums that as if it is the friend of sky, and also a tree helps the earth to save from the scorching heat of sun. Means sun becomes mild and friendly in presence of tree as a man get comfort in the shade of the tree. The man plants a flag that flies freely in the mild breeze. Here poet compares the leafy branches of tree with flag. The shaft of beauty means long narrow stem which stands high. By planting tree, he plants home for the sweet singing birds. Tree is a habitat for mother bird who build their nest on trees and feed their babies. In quiet and happy twilight, we can hear the chirping of bird which is very soothing to our ears. Again, the poet asks a question and answer. The tree he plants provides us cool shade and helps in bringing rain. Tender means soft. A tree will produce seed and bud in future. Years will pass, but the tree will produce seed and produce new trees. He planted a tree which makes this earth green, and that is the glory of the plains. You see greenery all over the plain. And single tree may turn into a forest. So by planting a single tree, what a man plants? He plants a forest heritage which is going to become a heritage in his future. Poet says that planting a tree today would give fruits and our next generation a healthy atmosphere. That would definitely become soothing to our eyes. Much of the vegetation and a better living place for the future generations. So here the poet describes how a man who is planting a tree, he is giving a future generation a beautiful world which is full of greenery. Now this stanza describes by planting a tree, the man shows his love and loyalty for this earth, his sense of civic duty and blessings on the neighborhood. By planting a tree, the man contributes the nation's growth. A man who plants a tree is loyal towards his country and the earth. In a way, he blesses his neighborhood by planting trees. In his hollow hand, here his means hollow hand, and here his is written as a capital which means like God. Here this his is referred to God. In his hollow hand like God holds the growth of the entire land. Sea to sea means international trade. All these starts from the progressive nature of the man's heart who plants a tree. Last line talks about dreams and wishes behind planting a tree. Now, whatever the figure of his speeches are here, I am going to discuss that. The first figure of his speech is hyperphora and antipophora, which I also told you that it is the answer, the way of technique of putting questions and answering itself. The second is alliteration. Alliteration means the repetition of consonant words again and again. You will see in the poem that here sun and sky, home to heart, home to heaven, fade and flush. Here you will see the two F sounds, two H sounds, two S sounds. These all are the repetition of consonant words. So these you will describe as alliteration. The third figure of a speech is used here, metaphor. Metaphor where you directly, it is like a simile, but here no as or like words are used. It is the directly you are imposing something, like the plants the flags of plant the flags of breezes free. This line is a metaphor. Then fourth figure of speech is used here, oxymeron. Oxymeron are the contradictory terms where the two terms are given which are contradicting each other. The line fade and flush. Fade and flush are contradictory, so you can use it as oxymeron. Then fifth figure of a speech is used here, metanomia. Metonomy is what? It is a thing referred by the name of something closely associated. The words like cool shade, tender heart, seeds and buds, sap and leaf, you will see all these words are connected to each other. So this is a metonymy. And the last is personification. Personification is comparing any non-living things as a human beings. Example, he plants a friend of sun and sky. So here the poet describes the tree as a friend of sun and sky, which is used as a personification. So children, do like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my educational videos. You can ask me the questions in the comment section regarding this poem. I will surely solve your doubts.